has been annoyed with the checks on his power. He's annoyed by the fact that he can't just kind of redistribute when he wants, promulgate laws when he wants to. People think this is truly the imperial presidency. Sure. The president wants to just, be king for a day, and unfortunately this day is it seems like it's never ending for the American workers.
Okay, viewers, do you agree with radio host Laura Ingraham? We are live on Capitol Hill waiting the President's State of the Union speech. And my colleague, Sean Hannity, joins us. Nice to see you, Sean.
It's great to be here with you. What a great place to do the show.
Welcome to Washington. Is it great?
Yeah, I can't wait to get out of here, but it's a nice place to visit.
All right, well, you just heard Laura Ingraham say that the President is annoyed and refers to it as imperial presidency.
I agree. She is 100% right. We have separation of powers, co-equal branches of government. For example, if Congress passes a law and the president signs it into law, like Obamacare, he cannot unilaterally just decide, oh, I'm not going to abide by certain provisions of the law.
He did. He's given exemptions and waivers.
Or he's making recess appointments when they're not in recess. That court decision, in my opinion, is not going to go his way. Similarly, he's decided and he said, well, we're not going to enforce a law passed by Congress in the case of immigration. He's doing this time and time again.
But the Republicans are feckless in the sense that nobody's challenging them. They're just complaining. They're just complaining.
I think they can complain. I think they got to use the courts. I think they need to speak more loudly. I think they need to inform people that we have co-equal branches of government. I want louder voices, because here's the problem. If you have an imperial presidency, he's ruling by executive fiat. That is not how our framers designed our Constitution, and our Constitution matters. Otherwise, we're shredding it, we shred it, and the country itself is hurt.
You're going to be in the chamber tonight for the State of the Union?
Louis Gohmert, my good friend, the congressman from Texas, invited me, and I am very honored. I'm going to be my first State of the Union. I've never been to a Washington Correspondents' Dinner, ever.
I know you haven't. Well, I imagine that people will put the camera on you, maybe see if you're standing up or applauding or sneering, or
I will give the appropriate response, considering I am a guest of a very distinguished congressman who's a decent friend of mine, and I promise to be on my best behavior. I will not be shouting from the gallery. I will not be making nasty faces. I'm going to behave, Greta.
I expect you will. All right, who do you admire? Who's the strongest conservative in your mind? Because I know you're a strong conservative in the House of the Senate right now. Who do you admire?
It's interesting. I like people for different reasons. Obviously, on the Senate side, I pick four. I've got Ted Cruz of Texas. You got Mike Lee. You got Rand Paul, and I would argue Marco Rubio, even though he went a little bit sideways on immigration with conservatives. In the House, there's a group of about 50 of them. Louis Gohmert is one of them. I won't go through the whole list of them, but there are strong conservatives. You know what I'm looking for, Greta, as a conservative? Things aren't working when you have 50 million Americans on food stamps, 1 in 6 Americans in poverty, the labor participation rate literally the lowest in 30 years. And something's wrong. Something's not working. And then on top of that, we're accumulating debt. We have these massive deficits. We're not doing the moral right thing for our kids, our future generations, and we can do better. All
right. Well, here's my advice to you as you're there tonight. Do not look down and read the speech along with it, because it makes you look like you're sleeping. You got to look attentive. Yeah, that's my advice to you.
Well, how about if I put it up like this? Is that okay?
That'll look better as you follow along. Anyway, Sean, it's very nice to have you.
If I do fall asleep, you'll defend me tomorrow, right?
Do me a favor. Don't get in trouble.
Don't put you in that position.
Don't put me in that position. Exactly.
Right.
Sean, thank you.
Hey, thanks.